so excited to show you guys these pieces because prior to finding Pioneer Woman jewelry on the Walmart website, I feel like their jewelry was just always okay for me. Like in terms of no boundaries, time and true. I do like the scoop jewelry, but it's a little pricey. This to me is the perfect price point, and I love that everything is very like boho vibe-ish, and I feel like it's the type of jewelry that you would typically find at a boutique for a lot more money. So I'm just gonna roll through. This is gonna be a quick video. I just want to talk about each of these pieces, and the other thing that I really like about this whole line is that everything is kind of, even if it's a color, I have found that it's almost delightfully neutral. Like you can just wear this with a lot of different stuff, even if it's not the same color, because there's just a certain level of mutedness to each piece that it really lends itself to that. Let's start with this pink boho wrap bracelet. This just reminds me of so many other things that I've seen at a much higher price point. I love that it has kind of the center stone with other detail around it. As you can see, it's not all monochromatic, so I feel like that right there lends itself to kind of being worn with whatever. It's got at least probably 5 stations of wear next to it, which is really cool, so it would just fit most people. I love that about it, and I feel like that level of pink is very much typically neutral, which is really cool. This next bracelet I have gotten so much wear out of because it's gray, silver, kind of marbly, and I don't know about you, but with all of the rise in the gold jewelry over the last, I don't know, at minimum decade, I feel like I hardly have any silver jewelry. So I've gotten a ton of wear out of this, and I love that you get all of them together in one set. I also love that they can be separated. I like wearing stuff like this as well, like over with a watch. I'll wear kind of half the set above the watch and the other half of the set behind the watch, and then it gives kind of a cool mixed look that way too. I can always find a reason why I love when sets come together and are connected to make it easier, you know, like a wrap bracelet, versus when they are separate. I can also find really good reasons why I like that too, so it's a little bit of both. Oh, pardon the interruption. It is just me, your host, Jen. If you did not know, you are watching my Wow Week series. Wow Week stands for Week of Walmart. I feature a ton of Walmart on this channel, so if that sounds good to you, you probably want to subscribe. I always like to say subscribe if you're awesome, or subscribe if you want to be awesome. Yes. On this channel, I help you be your most confident self through style and fashion. And we are a little bit goofy here, so that is definitely a thing here. And we like to cook a lot of looks in the kitchen. That's what we say. We be in the kitchen cooking them looks. If this is the first video that you happen upon on Wow Week, it is an entire series, so I will make sure to link up to the rest of the series down below, as well as at the end of the video. And if you would like to shop anything in this video, I am gonna have all the links in the description box by number down below. And if you don't know how to get to the description box, just click the title of the video, which will open up a box, and that will enable you to have access to all of the links. If you do decide to use my links, I cannot thank you enough. That really helps out me and my channel. And I will also put them in a pinned comment below as well. Let's keep going with the video. This next one here is another set that is turquoise. I love kind of just the rough detailed edging, and I also really like the fact that these are sort of matted. I don't know a better word to say it, like meaning they're not overly shiny, but you can tell that it's intentional. And this one comes with 3 different bracelets. They're all stretchy. And I don't know if I said this before, but I would describe my wrist as an average size, but I would say on the smaller side of an average sized wrist. I have oddly small wrists and ankles for my size person, as I always like to say. This one here that is also turquoise, everything is a tall rectangular shape or kind of a tall oval shape, and I just don't have anything like this. This one has a couple different stations in order to fit different wrist sizes. I think this one doesn't lend itself to as many wrist sizes as maybe some of the other ones, but there are a couple there, and I don't know, it's just a little bit different. I feel like, again, this one you'd almost think it would be gold, but it's silver, and I really like that it's silver because we're bringing silver back. This next bracelet here is a magnetic wrap bracelet. Anything that's a magnetic closure is a-okay for me because we've all been there, have we not? We've all done probably the paper clip trick where you're trying to like get stuff. And back when I used to work with my bestie Donna, I would sometimes bring a bunch of jewelry to work and be like,
put this on me.
And it's funny because Dave, my husband, typically would have been at home and could have been doing it, but like, I don't know, maybe he was still sleeping or he was already at work or something, like who knows? But I've absolutely done that to my best friend before. When I showed up at work, I'm like, put my jewelry on me, please, because I need help. So anything that is going to be magnetic like that is going to be a yes from me. Here we have a little bit of gold and tan, something that we've not, I don't think have seen yet in this video. This I like that it has a little bit of the, is it Heshi or Heishi beads? I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, so I'll just say both. Maybe it's not either one of those. And you know, this one out of everything is probably one of my lesser favorites. However, I have already still worn it a ton. I do the whole like wearing it with my watch thing. I don't dislike it in any way. I actually really like it. You know what this is to me? It's almost like a white cami. Like we all need them. We all wear them and it's a staple, but it feels less fun because it's just, it goes with everything. And I pretty much exclusively wear this either with other bracelets or I will wear it over with my watches just because it is a little bit more teeny tiny in nature. And I feel like it can't stand on its own with as much oomph as I typically prefer. Two more bracelets and then we're gonna get into some necklaces. Oddly, I don't have any earrings by this brand or rings. And now that I'm saying that, I'll have to look to see if that is because they don't offer any or I didn't like them or I didn't discover them yet. I don't know which one. Okay, this next one, when I tell you that I was so confused how to put this on. So if you get this and are also confused how to put this on, don't feel bad about yourself because I felt bad about myself for
a while.
Okay. And obviously how you're seeing it on me here, that's how you're supposed to wear it. But now that I know how to wear this freaking thing, I really, really like this. And I particularly love that it comes with the two stretchy, almost like raw, untreated wood style stretch bracelets. I really, really like that. The showcase piece, of course, is the braided piece in the middle with the tassels on either side and all that kind of stuff. But I love this one and I wear this one all the time. And the final bracelet here, we have another wrap bracelet. It does have several stations. I'm seeing, I think, 4 stations here. Looks like you could actually tie another one though. This one's probably my least favorite, but obviously I still really like it, or I wouldn't have kept it. This one I just don't wear as much. I think because there's so many colors going on, which in theory seems like it lends itself to going with everything, and maybe that is true, and I just haven't tapped into that yet. I don't know, but that is probably why I wear it the least, is I feel like it just is an array of colors, and I'm kind of like, what am I gonna wear with that? But anyway, I do still really like it, and yeah, it's good. They're all good. We are about halfway through this video, so please give the video a like if you are digging it so far. That really helps out me and my channel. And if this is your first time here and you don't follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, all the places, definitely go ahead and give me a follow because I show lots more looks and outfits on those platforms. I will see you there. Let's keep going with the video. We are moving on to necklaces, and why don't we start with the one that I am wearing? And honestly, I have one that is very similar to this as well, except it's more of a double, but I liked them both so much that I bought and kept and have worn both of them. So I love that they are blue and they're kind of Lariat style. The one here is, this is the one that I am wearing, is a little bit more of like a marquee shape. They're both silver. And then the other one has 2 stones here where it drops into Lariat. And then it also has a stacked area up here too, which is kind of nice. I originally was like, I only need one. And then I was like, I guess I need 2. So because I am wearing blue today and I was wearing that other necklace, I was like, oh, let me switch it up and put the other one on. So this is kind of what the other one looks like, and you can see how it's layered. I do like the fact that it's layered better than the one that is not layered. And this is actually the one that I bought first. So why don't we stick with Lariats? This one is actually shaped and styled very similar to the other blue ones that we just saw, except it's got a big old turquoise oval stone down at the bottom and it's gold instead of silver. I've worn this one a ton and I mean, I love it just as much as the other ones. One of the reasons why I really like this jewelry is I feel like the necklaces are such a good length. If you are somebody like me that loves jewelry and you stack a lot of necklaces, getting kind of that stackable length can be really hard because a lot of times necklaces that you do purchase are just shorter than you think they're gonna be, or they layer them up but they're almost too close together and you want sort of a longer one, a shorter one, and then one that's almost like right above the boob edge. I said boob edge wrong. The boob edge, that's like my infamous word. So I just think it's really challenging sometimes, and I feel like for me, these fall at either kind of that second layer of a necklace that I'm looking at or the third layer. And the first layer is I feel like what I have the most of, so that's completely fine. So that's why I really like this brand as well. This next one has kind of a, I mean, it's pretty fake looking, but it's like is that a hexagon? 6 sides? Yeah. And it's marble, and I do like that it is on both sides because that is not the case with every single one. So if it flips, you're good to go. And it's got gray, but it also has that wood color, and I love me some tan and gray together. If you're not if you're not new here, you know that. So that is one thing that really attracted me to that one, actually. This next necklace is different than everything that we've seen so far. So it's got just a mix of colors, everything from kind of white, silver style pearl looking stones to there is kind of like a turquoisey blue stone in here. And then I do like that they're knotted in between each. That's a little bit different. And they remind me of the long beaded necklaces that I typically get on Amazon to kind of act as that third layer for stacking necklaces. And I have just found, again, this goes so well with pretty much everything that we've already seen. That's another thing with the jewelry is it all goes really good together, which is kind of nice. And I've worn it a ton. I know we have a lot of blue here, but we have another blue stone. I feel like when there are these muted blues, it really does kind of go with everything. I love that this one's kind of an oblong squoval kind of a vibe, and it is layered. So it's layered up almost like this one here, except with just gold chains. And then it does kind of look more like it's just a pendant, like boom, it's a pendant versus, you know, all these stones on the way down to the main event, the pendant part. But I like that this one's a little bit different for that reason. And again, it kind of just goes with everything. All right, I have 2 more turquoise ones for you. This first one is, it's a little bit almost, it gives me charm pendant vibes, but at the very bottom of a long necklace kind of a thing. This one to me is a little bit lonely in that it's not on kind of a girthier, you know, we like to say girthy here, girthier chain. It feels like it could be on a little bit of a thicker chain. So it's kind of on a thinner chain. And then it just has that thing really going on down at the bottom. I feel like there could be a little bit more with this one. However, I stack most of these, so I stack it all the time. It looks great. And then this other one here is a real big statement style turquoise necklace pendant that is long and it's gold. And I actually really like the chain on this one. That's the other thing too with this brand is I feel like the chains are just all different and unique and good. And I've had these for a while and they have not tarnished. I've traveled with them. Like they've been in all kind of different scenarios. I guess my point with and saying that is that. But I love that this one also has kind of a layered up look to the chains, which is kind of different. And I mean, I like it. I like all of these. It feels weird saying, oh, I like it. I like them all. All right, we've got 2 more. And this next one is a gray and silver. It would actually look really great with my bracelet here. And I love that it's almost like a rough stone. It feels sort of like, you know, quartz-like, if you will. And it's got a couple other things going on at the bottom there. And it also has a layered look to it, which I do really appreciate. And then I wanted to talk about this final one that if I did not know this was by Time and True, I would have absolutely thought it was Pioneer Woman. So I recently saw this, I think I saw it in store with Time and True. And I can already tell, I feel like the gold is not quite as nice as the Pioneer Woman stuff, but it is less expensive. I mean, it's probably about half the price, but I did really like this kind of mother of pearl vibe with the long pendant. And it's a very simple look. It's very kind of minimalistic. And I know that I am going to wear it a ton. It's a little bit newer. It's a little newer and I can already tell the gold's not as good as Pioneer Woman, but you know, I think it was like $6. So anyway, yeah, let me know which one was your favorite. Oh, hello there. Editing Jen here. I totally forgot to film this one originally, but I still wanted to share it with you all. I really, really love this one. I love, you know, the shape and everything going on, even with it's almost like a pearl and turquoise style look, even though it's not exactly that. And I find this one is just so cute to layer with different stuff. I typically layer it with some chains and it kind of gives that effect of more of like a long beaded necklace that's layered, but it's just more interesting
because it's a Lariat. So really love this. I wear the turquoise stuff all the time. That's one thing I like about that too, is the fact that when you have a bunch in the same color, you can easily layer up and it just obviously all goes together, sort of baked in like that.
All right, and that is gonna do it. I am so excited to hear down in the comments which one was your favorite item or outfit. So definitely let me know that information before you head out. And also, if this is your first video from the Wow Week series, Week of Walmart, definitely make sure to check out the rest of the series. I'm gonna have my entire Wow Week series playlist as well as my Walmart videos in general playlist linked up here at the end for you. And if you missed out on anything, you can just click right through and watch the next video or catch up on the series. And if you've been watching these live in real time, I cannot thank you enough for watching and hopefully loving the series. And as always, if you made it all the way till the end of this video, I cannot thank you enough. That really helps out me and my channel when you watch all the way to the bitter end.
The bitter end.
So if you are still here, please let me know that by leaving me a heart emoji or the secret video word of
Squoval.
Don't forget to subscribe if you are awesome and click that notification bell so that you can be notified every single time I be in the kitchen cooking them looks. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!